Hello, it's me, Sam, it's Andrew, who's all the way over there next to me, totally right next to me in real life, and it's your Thursday morning wrestling news. Let's take a look at the headlines. An Impact Tag Team make their WWE debut. Reason behind AEW star's absence revealed. And WWE pass on signing Ring of Honor champion. Alright, and we kick things off, Andrew, with the absent AEW star. There's been a star conspicuous by their absence, and that has been Sonny Kiss. Now, they're apparently out of action with an injury. Tony Schiavone's asked about Sonny on the post-show of the latest episode of Dynamite, and he said he's been injured. I've seen him in the training room, so he's banged up. I've seen him in the gym, but he's just not able to perform. He is a tremendous athlete. He's, of course, a tremendous athlete. You got any thoughts on this, Andrew?
It's just a shame. I think he's been doing really good things on Dark. He's had some really good matches with the likes of like Christopher Daniels and everything, and like it's just a shame. I feel like sort of last year and already into this year, we've seen a lot of people sort of come into their own and come up, and then something goes and happens. Something goes and happens, Sam, and it's really sad.
I just hope that, first and foremost, that this injury is just small and nagging, and it's done with very quickly, and Sonny Kiss can return, but I sort of want 2021 to be the year where Sonny Kiss really comes into his own in terms of main roster AEW stuff. But I guess, we just got to wait and see. But for any updates on the injury, keep it with us and we'll keep you updated. Next up, Andrew, and this one's a biggie. AEW are hosting their own awards night. What do you think of that?
It's exciting. I mean, like, there's been so much good stuff. There's been so much good stuff on Dynamite. It'd be a shame not to highlight some of the best bits. And then, as Adam would say, rank them from worst to best.
Yeah. Well, you do a really good Adam impression.
Thanks.
Well, it's going to draw comparisons to the Slammies, of course, but TNT and Bleacher Report revealed that the first AEW Dynamite Awards is going to be a new award show honouring the top AEW stars and viral moments of the past year. The show will live stream on Wednesday, January 27th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, exclusively on the Bleacher Report app. And just to run down some of the categories, because this is a big old beefy boy, we have... I'll read out a couple of things from each category. I'm not going to read them all out because it's a full page here. But we got Best Moment on the Mic, which includes moments such as MJF's We Deserve Better speech, Jon Moxley accepting the Inner Circle invitation, Biggest Surprise, which includes Matt Hardy's debut, and Brody Lee's arrival as the Exalted One, Biggest Beatdown, which includes the Inner Circle jumping Orange Cassidy, and Nyla Rose putting Riho and Shida through the tables, Breakout Star Male, which I'll just read these guys out. Orange Cassidy, Darby Allin, Eddie Kingston, and John Silver are vying for that one. Breakout Star Female is Hikaru Shida, Anna Jay, Tay Conti, Big Swole, and Penelope Ford, who are vying for that one. High Flyer Award, there's a Hardest Moment to Clean Up After Award, there's a Biggest WTF Moment Award. Tony, we see you, Tony. An LOL Award, a Best Twitter Follow, and Bleacher Report Pay-Per-View Moment of the Year. Now, unlike the Slammy Awards, at least I don't think Slammies have ever done this. You, the fans, you get to have your say. So starting today, fans can vote for their favourites in a variety of categories, as I've just ran down. You can do that by visiting www.aewawards.com. So get on over there and, just give yourself a cheeky vote. Any you think are going to win? Who do you think is going to win Best Breakout Star Male and Female? Should we go for that one? That's a nice easy category to look at.
Do you know what?
To run the names down again, or
I've got him, but I'm like, it's between two of them for the male one. It's either Eddie Kingston or John Silver for me. Yeah. John Silver's been so good. He's been so good, and so has Eddie Kingston, like his promos and stuff. Like,
but this is it. Can you qualify Eddie Kingston as breakout, because everybody's known how good he is for so long, but then at the same time he's breakout in AEW sense.
Well, that's it. This is his platform to like really elevate himself.
Isn't it?
So
it's huge.
And then also like Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy as well have been phenomenal this year. It's tough.
Can they all win the award?
Yeah, please, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? 2020's been an absolute poop show.
It has.
Go on, everybody win.
Everybody gets an award. What do you think about Breakout Star Female category? Because I'm thinking, I don't know, I really don't know. Hikaru Shida obviously was pretty dominant throughout all of 2020 and pretty prominent on AEW programming, since she arrived. So I'd argue that maybe she is best suited for that category. But what about you?
I was also going to say Hikaru Shida, but I thought Anna Jay's been really good as well. Like, really enjoyed Anna Jay's stuff. So it's a toughie. It's a toughie, Sam.
It is, and you can all get yourselves over to www.aewawards.com to vote for who you think should win. Next up, Wrestling Inc. are reporting that WWE have recently passed on signing Ring of Honor World Champion Rush.
That's big. That's
big. It's big. Especially, they were apparently really into the idea of signing him, but apparently WWE made an offer, but it was lower than expected. They eventually passed on signing Rush because his asking price was too high. I don't know if you set a price that's too high for Rush. Yeah. He's fantastic.
He's so good. I would say it's a huge loss for WWE, but at the same time, sometimes they buy people and sometimes they don't use them to the full potential. So it's like, I mean, what a missed opportunity, right?
Yeah, Rush is a very big name in his native promotions in Mexico, and obviously Ring of Honor have really put a lot of faith in him and just sort of propelled him forward in terms of his appeal in the American market. He's also had some great moments in New Japan, and as I said, the rumors were that WWE were very interested in signing him. I think back around the time they were signing Andrade, or it might have been around the time they picked up Garza. But it just seems to be a strange disconnect. I think Rush would have been great on a big NXT tour. I think it would have been something really to behold.
I've written things down, Sam, because I would love to see like Rush versus Balor or Pete Dunne or something like that. Like strong strikes, just proper going at, especially like the drop kicks from Balor and Rush just going at it. My goodness,
it's the aggression and the pace, man. The pace and aggression that he brings would be just such a perfect fit for so many matchups in NXT. Not saying it's never going to happen, it's the world of wrestling. Never say never, but it just looks like it's off the cards for now. Next up, a former WWE champion is reportedly interested in joining the creative team. Any guesses, Andrew? Any guesses as to who it could possibly be?
Let me think. JBL.
No, it's unfortunately... It's not JBL. It's actually former two-time WWE Divas champion Nikki Bella. And she was recently speaking to Ashley Graham on the Pretty Big Deal podcast and brought up the possibility of joining WWE's creative team. Nikki said her past experiences as a full-time wrestler is an advantage, as she knows what the people want and how to get the best out of each woman. She went on to say Brie's husband, Daniel Bryan, is a part of the creative team and works a lot with Vince McMahon on creative stuff. And I've always thought in the back of my head, like, I'd really like to do that for the women because I've lived it as a WWE superstar, but also I'm a fan. I feel like I know what the people want, and then I know how to get the best out of each woman because I know them. I think Nikki Bella would be a total asset to the creative team in terms of specifically looking over the creative of the women's roster. What about you?
Yeah, no, sort of, because Brian's been doing amazing things with SmackDown. He's been doing like creative things on SmackDown and stuff. I think Nikki would be amazing as well. There's a lot of huge potential on, say, like the Raw women's roster and stuff, but like just they don't really get utilized as best that they could, and that's really sad because there's so many. You've got Asuka, and she's the women's champion there at the moment as well, and they're not really doing much with that. And then you've got Shayna Baszler, who's phenomenal, but like it just doesn't feel like they're giving her the time she deserves and stuff as well. Like you could have such incredible matches with such incredible talent, and it feels like they're kind of directionless a little bit at the moment.
Yeah, and I think somebody with the tenure of Nikki Bella, it almost writes itself that it would be the perfect role for somebody of her stature as a former two-time Divas champion. But, hopefully we get something like this. I like the idea. I always like it when former wrestlers come back and start working with the company, like behind the scenes and things like that. And it would be quite nice to see Nikki Bella come back and really take hold of that division. But only time will tell. And finally, last night on NXT, we had some first round matches for the Dusty Rhodes Classic. And we got quite a big shock, didn't we, Andrew?
We did indeed.
Yes.
It's only, it's them little rascals. They're not called that anymore.
They're not called the Rascals anymore. No, they're
MSK.
called MSK.
They're giving it all of that.
So in their first match for NXT, Desmond Xavier, now Wesley, and Zachary Wentz, now Nash Carter, defeated Isaiah Swerve Scott and Jake Atlas in the first round of the Dusty Classic. Xavier and Wentz have also gotten new in-ring names, as we've just said. They will either go on to face Killian Dane and Drake Maverick, or Kurt Stallion and August Gray in the second round of the Dusty Rhodes Classic. Their old tag team name was referenced on commentary during the match, with Vic Joseph saying that these rascals are high-flying and exciting. What are they like, the little rascals? Yeah. It was announced last month that they'd signed with WWE, and they reported to the Performance Center. Trey Miguel, though, who was also part of the Rascals, has not signed with the company. So I don't know if it's likely he will, or if it's all up in the air.
I'm not. I mean, it'd be amazing to see that as well. But I thought their debut last night was so good. It was so good, and I felt like they brought a new intensity to the NXT tag team division that we might not have seen for a bit. But going forward, if they get to have matches with Undisputed Era or Grizzled Young Veterans or maybe even Imperium and stuff like that, I'd be so down for it, because it was exciting. It was exciting to watch that, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of the cup now. I think they're a good shoe-in for maybe even winning.
Yeah, I mean, it's I've got friends who watch Impact quite religiously, and they said the Rascals were always entertaining but weren't always utilised to the best of their abilities, and it was quite a shame watching them sort of go on long absences from TV, or they just not be in the correct picture or whatever. But, they were fan favourites, and, it's always nice when somebody arrives at the company and they've got that aggression that I'm going to prove you wrong, I'm going to do it, I'm going to show how good we are, and I think that's what we saw last night. Yeah,
1,000%. It seems like Triple H is behind him, and if Triple H is behind him, I'm feeling there's good things. There's good to the moon. There's good things on their horizon, and it is very moon shaped.
It is, yeah. But yeah, that was it for Thursday's wrestling news. We may be back in a bit if any more news breaks, but who knows? Catch you in a bit, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.